Hi everyone, hope you all are having a wonderful Christmas. I decided not to upload any more videos for this year, so I decided to do something different for this year's Christmas video. I decided to make this video into some kind of album-like thing. So basically, it's 10 features in one video, some of which I will have gotten produced this month, but didn't due to the lack of growth, which I'll explain later. Anyway, with all that said, here's what's going to be in this video. Time codes are in the description. The first video is obviously this intro. The second is a tribute to former US President George H.W. Bush, who died several weeks ago, and I meant to make a video about him weeks ago, but I couldn't for reasons already explained. The third is about a treat I made to MrBeast 2 years ago when he was doing one of those Q&A videos. The fourth is about the stuff I got for Christmas this year, just some flexing. The fifth is a short one, my predictions for what my birthday presents will be. Yes, I still have birthday presents and get presents at 17. The sixth is a gameplay of SkiFree on Windows 3.1. The seventh follows the sixth feature, where we look at all the virtual machines I have installed on my computer. The eighth is my personal review of Mary Poppins Returns. The ninth is a compilation of images of me through the year. And the 10th and final is the end of year update where we retrospect on 2018 and see what's in store for us in 2019.
Alright, so another snow video, and this time in November because I guess God just said that, you know, I don't think we usually get snow around here in November, so here we are. If you want some royalty-free footage, I guess, you can just go ahead and download this and just use this scene. Yeah, it's not even Thanksgiving yet, and we've got this amount of snow, which is pretty cool. Although probably not as cool as some other areas, but you know, probably not gonna get any snow in December. So this is kind of a refreshing thing. Coming up to this little truck over here. Okay, I don't have the.
Yeah, I did end up forgetting that video. But anyway, enough droning and missing stuff. Time to get to the second feature, the official second feature of this video, my tribute to George H.W. Bush. George H.W. Bush, as you know, several weeks back, passed away after suffering from Parkinson's for many years. I don't know what is with 2018 and the deaths of many great people, but it just happened, and if anything, I think the death of Bush, not to be confused with his son George W. Bush, by the way, seems to be the most significant death of the year. Of course, most of you know him as the President of the United States that served from 1989 to 1993. Sort of ended the Cold War and all that. But from all this, we are only one former president away from having no other formers that served in the Second World War, and those that remember at the start of the former war, and the chaos that resulted from it. Now, given this video, I'm not going to talk anymore about this, but with the amazing details about this man's life, we're not going to have another one like him around to remind us of what days like his were. Anyway, enough sadness, let's move on to something more lighthearted. So 2 years ago, I treated to MrBeast for his Q&A video, and here it is. Are you the real MrBeast? Now, he did answer this in the next Q&A video he made, but because he was such a freaking wuss, he ended up deleting the video many years later. Now, the good news from all this is that I exactly remember how he answered it, so I'm going to show you now. So that was something, but anyway, now onto something more Christmassy, the presents I got this year. As of this recording or script writing, I have no idea yet, but here was the thing I recorded today, or Christmas of this year.
As you can see here, my girlfriend got an upgrade. Alexa, let's have fun together.
I'm not sure.
Alexa, I love you.
That's really sweet.
Alexa, let's go out together.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Alright, so now predictions for what I might get for my birthday. I did ask for Luigi's Mansion for my 3DS, but I don't know anything else other than 2017. But anyway, we'll be moving on to SkiFree now. Here's my gameplay footage of that. Alright, so here's my desktop. You can see it's pretty clean because I like to keep things neat. But anyway, VMware, we're going to be looking at virtual machines on this, but first, let's play SkiFree on my Windows 3.1 machine. There we go. Yeah, so here it is on my Windows 3.1 machine. You know what? While we're at it, I think we might as well just look around this. You can see I set that to this little red color here. Paintbrush. Or, you know, MS Paint before Windows Paint. Anyway, is 8. I'm such an artist. Am I right, guys? About Program Manager, yep. Windows for Workgroups, it's the best version. Try it out. Yeah, so I think until I install more programs, this is not going to be very impressive. But with that said, let's go to Best of Entertainment and play SkiFree. I have some other games here, but we're going to be playing SkiFree. Oh, so it's been a year since I played this. Well, been a while at least. Gonna be playing until we get to that little thingamajigger, that Yeti. Oh, I see it. Screw you, screw you, screw you. Oh. Alright, so yeah, I'm not really interested in playing this now. What I'm really interested in though is just flexing on my virtual machine. So we're done with Windows 3.1. Well, I can show you a few more games too, like Ship's Adventure. Pretty good game. Pipe Dream, this one is actually kinda cool. You can see Tetris works alright. Forgot the keys because, you know, I don't play this often. Because I usually play on my Game Boy. Keyboard. Let's see this again. Okay, I get this. I'm gonna start the game as is. There's not really anything else I like to play about this. Well, Forza Adventure is actually not a bad one though. If only we could actually see the full game, but of course this won't. Oh well, we can at least see the little tiny screen. We can play this kind of like. Again, it's a good game. We just screw around with the little cats. Oh god, in vain. And that's all the games I'm really interested in. This little Best of Entertainment pack. I'm within this one, but I'm not gonna play because we don't have much time for that. But now we're gonna be moving on to my Windows 95 machine, since that's the next version of Windows chronologically that I have installed on my computer. So here it is, and this is kind of loud. Properties. Yep, Windows 95. It's a C version. I have Microsoft Plus installed and 128 megabytes of virtual RAM, and it detects my little thing as a Pentium Pro, even though it's not, but you know, that's just its thing. So let's talk about the program I have. The program, because I really haven't installed much on these computers. But here's RetroZilla. I use it as a supplement for Windows Internet Explorer because of this. Yeah, script problems. Yeah, they kind of display web pages like crap. Yeah, it displays Google, but of course with the problem with wanting stuff like this on using Internet Explorer, to go on the internet for these other operating systems. Let's go to YouTube for example. YouTube.com. Cannot open internet site because it cannot connect to the server. So it's basically Mozilla Firefox, but made so it's more new, I guess. It will run, but it's gonna say my well it does. It usually does, but load up a YouTube video, and it does not have Flash installed, so it's not gonna play Jack. But this is the quintessential website, political website of the 1990s. Who cares? Special message from Bill Clinton. Let's look at this one. Yeah, it has real audio player and it works.
Today is Net Day in 18 states across our country. I want to thank the tens of thousands of parents, business people, students, and teachers.
Wow, so let's look at McLibel campaigns, media. For now, let's just shut this down and get to Windows 98. So, what you know already? Here it is, Windows 98 2nd edition. Alright, back to everything else. Internet Explorer. Not my default browser, I don't care. Secure connection, so if I click OK, it's just gonna bring me to this. This page cannot be displayed, so I can't really look at any of these websites on this browser, but we can go back to Mozilla and everything looks great, kind of. That's just the way stuff is. Other apps include this one, Picture Express. Yeah, not a whole lot to this, but at least we have some plus stuff on here. Anyway, I'm going to shut this down now so we can go to Windows ME. But this background's a bit better. I'll get into this little thing in a second, but anyway, back to, I think, 5.5 is not my default browser, I do not care. And this is ABC, some kind of BitTorrent client, but it doesn't do much, so it's yet another BitTorrent client, but again doesn't really do much. So the little system properties of this machine, Windows ME, it's actually to text my CPU, so that's something. Anyway, shutting this down, because the last VM we're going to be looking at today is Windows XP, and it seems to be the most functioning of these operating systems I've installed on my computer, and I'll have to again. Oh god, it's lagging. So this is the most, oh my god, anyone that used Windows XP a whole lot back in the day knows how nostalgic all this stuff is. But anyway, as you can see, I have more apps installed than anything else. I got, I'll explain it. So this is SeaMonkey. Well, first, so properties, and here we are. Windows XP Professional, everything's correct, so not much else to do here. It has Internet Explorer 8, which is the operating system of, I mean, what? It's the Internet Explorer browser that you can upgrade to, Internet Explorer 8, I'm sorry, and it sort of works much better than those other Internet Explorer browsers, but not by a whole lot. We can go to Google and YouTube. It still has this little secure connection problem, as you can see here. It works. Okay, so I guess it works, but I don't think it works on a. You can see it's kind of food criminal. Let's see. Nothing works on this still, but anyway, well, out of that, I have SeaMonkey installed on here. It's like Mozilla. It has the same engine as Mozilla, but let me tell you, it's way better. It's funny enough, this version of SeaMonkey is the last version that supports. It's the latest version. It's the last one that will support Windows XP, so that's something to look forward to. So this is SeaMonkey, and it's kind of more modern than XP. I'll show you now. It actually functions. You can probably play on full screen too, if possible.
Take a look in the kitchen. You can't find them. Your chips are no more.
The next thing I've installed is BitTorrent. It's a BitTorrent client and looks much better than ABC, obviously. So now we have virtual clone drive on here, and by the way, it works. But anyway, I use this to just use ISOs. I'll explain that now. I used it to kind of copy an image. I used an old CD, just copied it into an ISO and put it on here, and it works. I had to use virtual clone drive, but that's a thing. So anyway, you can see, so my goal here was to see what the newest versions of programs I can install on these machines, and also for the specifications. And it seems that in general, the master collection of CS3. It's the newest version that works on this one, and everything seems to be working alright. I'm going to look at, for example, Adobe Premiere Pro. I'm not using these, by the way, I'm just using them as a showpiece. Yeah, these are all trial versions because I lost the little 0 key for these, so there we go. It works, every one of these. So those work. I have Microsoft Office installed. The newest version I could get installed is 2010, which of course doesn't really matter because, you know, as long as it works. Anyway, we're now going to be moving on to pinball just to showcase how it works if you do not know how it works. Takes a while because recording this. So today I'm planning to attempt to get one of these scores to 2 million, so here we go. A little gameplay footage. It's not Christmassy, but who cares anyway. I'm gonna just shut this one down now. It has all the Windows updates on it, by the way, so everything works perfectly. And that's it. So as you can tell, I didn't really install a whole lot of programs on these virtual machines, but nonetheless, it's fragmented, so cool for that. This has all been smooth sailing, and we're done here. So, we're now going to be moving on to the next little segment, which is the Mary Poppins review. I'll see you there. So I hope you all enjoyed those things, but now we move on to my review of Mary Poppins Returns. It came out almost a week ago, and I watched it on the day it came out. I gotta say, it did seem to be had to overly rely on the structure of the first film it was based on. Family trouble, it's magical nanny comes by, magical nanny teaching children how she's magical, a good friend coming by to transport everyone into an animated segment, magical nanny dragging children to see a relative of hers, the bank scene, something involving the nanny's friend's backup dancers, another bank scene, and the very last scene is a musical number involving a thing that can fly around. It's almost the same movie as the first one, although it is spliced up to make it seem more original. It involves Michael Banks having a tough time taking care of his children, and the president of the bank he goes to is a jerk that just wants money, but I won't spoil too much of it. Overall, it's not a bad film. It just seems to copy and paste the structure of the previous film. But anyway, we are now going to move on to the interview section of this video. But before we do, here are images of me through the months of this year. Alright, time to talk about this year. It seemed to be very off year for my channel, especially after it grew so much in 2017, but the growth of this channel has been stagnating. I broke off my partnership with Freedom after 3 years due to copyright problems, and I haven't been able to immigrate to another MCN since then. On the plus side, my channel is now nearing 10,000 subscribers. Looks like we'll be hitting that goal by early next year. Let's talk about 2019. I've been really thinking about refining my channel for 2019 to fit in with the current era of YouTube content. I'm planning to produce a ton of Reddit videos, reacting to more YouTube videos, and getting a permanent banner for this channel. I mean, that Halloween banner ain't looking too good or relevant in this time period. But also, as always, I will be producing Hugbox Classics videos, but just once a month so we can make room for more real content on this channel. Anyway, that's all I have. I'm looking forward to next year and the next decade, so with that said, I will see you all in 2019. This has been 2018.